My name is Kristin Thomas. I am the CEO and founder of the Health and Wellness Business School. I was feeling lost as to what my ultimate purpose and journey to building the business that I knew that was possible, like how I was going to step into that type of person and make that happen. I knew that there was this vision. I knew what was possible, but I didn't know what it was going to take to up level to get to that next level, because that was a level I'd never been at before in my entrepreneurial journey. And I knew that I, as a person, was going to have to change in terms of my operating mode, my thinking, and also making sure that I had enough, self-care baked in to really make that possible. I felt like I was kind of stuck. Like I knew all the things that I could be doing to really build out this business, but the overwhelm of all of it really was debilitating. It was to a point where I was like, can I really make this work? And like, how am I going to really get to that next level? And especially a level that I had never been at before. And, what is it going to take inside of me to make that happen? So there was a lot of self-doubt, a lot of, kind of the voice inside of me trying to talk myself out of it sometimes. And yeah, just a lot of feelings of overwhelm at times as well. I just really connected with Ani's energy. From the very first call that we had, I knew that there was going to be something that was going to transpire with us. I just felt a level of support and connection that I had never had before. I've hired a lot of coaches in the past, both on the business side of things and on the personal side of things. And I got all the strategies, all the tactics, and all of that, and that was great. But I felt like the balance between taking care of myself and really discovering who I am and my truth in that process wasn't covered. And I felt like that, I just knew deep inside of me that was going to be a huge part of that journey. And when I got to learn more about what Ani does, and that he really helps to get at that deeper layer and can help me as a person, as the backbone to the business to really get to that next level, it just really felt like the biggest piece that I was missing. And of course, his business experience and ability to help, me to do what I was looking to do in my business on top of that deeper work behind all of it was just, it just really seemed next level. And like, it was really just putting together everything that I'd been looking for that I truly hadn't found in anyone else. Life and business are great now. Ani just really helped me learn parts of myself that I wasn't conscious of, that were just so fascinating to me, to just really learn myself at a deeper level and to just really, kind of restructure some thought patterns that were going to really support me in getting to that next level. And my business is growing in ways that it has never grown before, and a lot of big and exciting things are happening. I feel the same in terms of like being able to take care of myself and not overextending myself more just to meet the busyness of my business. I feel like I'm actually doing more self-care and having more time and space as my business gets bigger. So it's kind of the opposite of what you see a lot of other people go through, where, they're working like 80-hour days and just, working until midnight and just burning the candle at both ends to make a business like this happen. And I really feel fully congruent and in my truth that, I'm running a thriving 6-figure business on track to be a 7-figure business while taking exquisite self-care. That's something that I truly didn't think was possible for many years in my entrepreneurial journey. And now I'm really on the path. So it's super exciting. I think the biggest thing that shifted for me in my work with Ani has been recognizing that I get to redefine different thoughts and patterns in my own psyche and my own being. A lot of very prohibitive thoughts that I used to have around, oh, this thing's going to be stressful, or this is going to be complicated, or whatever it is, were just stories. And they were stories because in the past, maybe that's how they felt. And I let them continue on with, future activities and challenges. And what I realized in that journey is that, they don't have to be. And that's something that Ani really has been sharing with me in our work together, is that everything gets to shift if I want it to, and that, nothing has to be stressful. It's only a word or a feeling that I choose or not to place on something. And when I started to really embody that, I just realized that, everything is, can be reworked in the best way possible. And that it really, starts with the mind and our subconscious and how we choose to label these things in our lives and how we can actually use that to our advantage. Working with Ani has just been amazing. I've never come across a coach like him. The very unique skill sets that he has, and really the deep presence and very just caring, loving, presence as well is just so, it's just so comforting, especially as a female, to just feel really safe in a container where you're talking about some really deep stuff. There's a lot of coaches who may have a lot of great tactics or a lot of great, coaching prompts that they could work you through. But if you don't feel safe in that container, or like you're being fully heard, then it can be really hard to be fully expressed. I've never cried in front of a coach before, and I cried in front of Ani in a really beautiful way. And felt like I could just really be myself, really lay things out on the table without judgment. And I think that was a huge piece of me being able to move forward. So it was just having that very sacred and safe container. And I just felt so supported. And, if that's resonating with you and you're listening to this right now, I would just say, go for it. He's an amazing coach.